After a rather average showing in Saturday night's main event, WWE has put all of its effort into Clash in Italy. The show is the first PLE in Italy, but it's also the last of 3 major live events over 30 days. Jacob Fatu challenges Roman Reigns in tribal combat. Will anything change with the dynamics, or is WWE going to book another star to fall at the feet of the tribal chief? Losing will hurt Jacob Fatu more than officials know. Rhea Ripley defends the WWE Women's title against Jade Cargill. Becky Lynch is scheduled to put her belt on the line against Sol Ruca, but Ruca may have injured herself at Saturday night's main event. Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar will clash again after the Beast shockingly returned to WWE last week. Cody Rhodes faces Gunther. With so much at stake, the next 3 heel and 2 face turns could rock WWE at Clash in Italy. Number 5. The Usos turn on the Bloodline at Clash in Italy. Something big needs to happen with the Bloodline. WWE constantly goes back to the feud over and over, and things rarely change. The Usos do Roman's bidding, and sometimes overstep by telling other stars what to do. This happened with Fatu and even LA Knight. If Fatu loses like everyone else, it's boring and predictable and doesn't help anyone but Roman. This is WWE in 2026, however, so that's all they seem to care about. Triple H always seems to turn stars who point out problems and tell the truth into heels. It happened with Kevin Owens against Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn against Trick Williams, and might happen with Knight against the Usos and Bloodline. Turning Jimmy and Jay heel on Roman to cost him his title and championship would be a massive talking point. It would garner positive attention in a time when that has been at a premium for WWE. The Usos could then act on their own instead of blindly following Reigns as usual. Fatu as tribal chief would be infinitely more interesting than the status quo. Number 4. Is Roxanne Perez's time in the Judgment Day ending soon? WWE may need to add a replacement match for Lynch vs. Ruca if the younger star is unable to compete. Even if she can compete, it wouldn't hurt to book another match for the card. Liv Morgan hasn't defended the Women's World Championship since winning it at WrestleMania 42. Roxanne Perez is being set up for a face turn, and she's been pinned in the Judgment Day's last 2 losses. It would have been more effective had she joined Finn Balor, but another loss could lead to the prodigy turning face on the main roster. Morgan still doesn't trust her, even after Perez proved her loyalty by blasting Balor with the ring hammer a few weeks ago. If the Judgment Day is booked or they feature in an in-ring segment, Perez could be the latest member to be excommunicated from a group that excommunicates people at least once a year. Number 3. The Evil Queen returns at Clash in Italy. Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley have been on the same side lately, but have only done so at the behest of Alexa Bliss. They're fighting on a few fronts as Jade Cargill is circling Ripley for a shot to regain the WWE Women's title. Since she has lackeys in Mykan and BFAB, both sides need backup. Fatal influence also looms. The whole "can they coexist" trope has been done enough, especially with Mommy and the Queen. They ran the same angle for last November's War Games, and they won. Bliss has essentially been wasted to get Flair over as a face so that she could turn heel. With the context of what's happened, however, it wouldn't make as much sense as Flair turning heel again. It's clear WWE wants yet another showdown between Ripley and Flair, and it could be achieved with the 14-time champion turning on Ripley at Clash in Italy. Number 2. A heroic ring general. Gunther could still be riding off the heat of retiring John Cena and AJ Styles a few months ago. Due to an injury to Rey Mysterio, that heat died down heading toward WrestleMania. Rey made it back in time for the event, but instead of waiting, bookers rushed into Gunther vs. Seth Rollins. Instead of putting Gunther across from Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title, they took him off programming again until he attacked Cody Rhodes a few weeks ago. The supposed favor he wanted from Paul Heyman was a title match at Clash in Italy, and not something bigger. Brock Lesnar also returned, and he's back to being a heel against Oba Femi. Gunther will probably lose to Rhodes and be back to the same place he was at before facing the American Nightmare. He could lose and shake Cody's hand. He reluctantly did it after losing at Crown Jewel a few years back. Since they've wasted his momentum, a face turn could easily switch things up. Number 1. Cody Rhodes finally turns into Homelander in WWE. Rhodes has been the top dog in WWE since beating Reigns for the undisputed title. While the first title run was fine, he's become incredibly stale as the never-say-die superface atop the company. His feuds are always the same: someone blindsides him, talks a big game, and he beats them. There's nothing gained from it, and he's even acted like a bad hero when confronting Sami Zayn and others. While unlikely, WWE could pull off a double turn at Clash in Italy. Triple H desperately needs to switch things up with many of the top stars. Rhodes is still beloved by many, but he's done the same thing for the last few years. It'd certainly be worth doing for potential feuds against Knight, CM Punk, Fatu, or other top faces.